Hi, you're watching Patadendron. In today's video, I'm showing you my top 10 favorite houseplants for June. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, hi, welcome, I'm Patrick, and I love plants. And if you do too, you should definitely hit that subscribe button because I love going on these planty adventures and taking you along with. And in today's video, I'm taking you along the adventure of my top 10 favorite houseplants. They are looking really good right now because it's been a little bit warm and the effects of spring has definitely started to show through. So I'm really excited to show you these top 10 favorites. These are the 10 that really just So without further ado, here are my top 10 favorite houseplants. First plant that I'm really excited about is this crystallinum. This is the Anthurium red crystallinum, and it's gone through a lot. We've gone through a lot together, but look at that, there's a new leaf, so a fresh start. There's that new leaf. Number 9 is this caladium. This is the caladium that's responsible for my caladium moment at the moment. I'm just obsessed with caladiums. What I love about it is that it has these paper thin leaves. They're almost see-through. So it looks like soy paper or rice paper, but it's really pretty, especially in this pink. I'm loving caladiums at the moment, and I am having a hard time resisting caladiums if I see a really pretty one because they're so affordable, so they're great. I wish I knew what this caladium cultivar was because it's just so pretty. Number 8 is this Begonia Milana. This is a begonia that I propagated from its mother plant that I got from Steve's Leaves. That didn't make it, however, I'm so glad I was able to successfully propagate it because I have a super full and bushy baby plant right here, and it's growing into something more than that. It's growing into a beautiful, mature Begonia Milana. It's a really fun name to say, too. The Milana is such an interesting begonia. It's one of my favorites. A, because I was able to propagate it. Look at how nice and full it is in there. But B, because it's such a cool and interesting looking plant. Look at all of the spikes. Those spikes are called phyrexes, and as the plant matures, those little phyrexes will start to grow little hairs, kind of like a hairy mole. But I like it. Look at that new baby leaf. Number 7 is this Philodendron serpens. I'm really loving this for its hairy petioles. But not only that, it has these beautiful satiny leaves. The leaves are a little bit darker because this is the Philodendron serpens chocolate, and I just think it's so beautiful. It comes out a really pale color. It's not even green when it comes out. Maybe a little bit, but it's just like a super pale mustard color. I was actually like really worried when I first saw it because I did not know that that's how it came out. See how pale the leaves come out compared to how dark the leaves actually are? Such a cool plant. One thing is that it does not need as much light as the other philodendron in my collection. This sits in the back of the grow tent. It's a little more conducive to bringing out variegation in my variegated plants. It's a little too bright for this because these dark chocolatey leaves don't need that intensive a light. I've always wanted a Philodendron serpens. I'm obsessed with hairy petioles, and this has a nice soft hair on it. Number 6 is this Discout ovata. I am obsessed with this plant. It's just so full, and the leaves are really nice and thick and hard. So it's a really fun plant, and I think it's so beautiful. It sun stresses this beautiful red. This one's in my Hoya grow tent. So it likes the nice warm humidity, and it's sun stressing too from the lights. I'm really liking this plant so much. Number 5 is this beautiful Philodendron Gloriosum. Look at the beautiful velvety heart-shaped leaves. I just am obsessed with them. I love their size too. I'm really excited to see what this new leaf looks like. It's liking this pot a lot. The leaves seem to be hanging on a lot longer, and I'm hoping to have a nice full pot of Gloriosum leaves, not just 2 or 3, so I'm hoping it hangs on. Number 4 is this Philodendron 69686. I'm really happy to see this make a comeback because it is one of my favorites. You know, one of my ultimate wishlist plants was to get a Philodendron UPI, and I'm excited to say that I finally got one. I'm showing everyone in my Patreon for my May haul, so if you want to see that and my old dance parties, then you're gonna have to check out my Patreon. For now, we are gonna enjoy this Philodendron 69686 because it has made a comeback. I'm really liking the way that it's growing too, without a moss pole. It's just such a strong and independent plant, and I love that about it. Beautiful too. I'm really excited to see what this new leaf looks like. The lobes on that look insane. Lucky number 3 is this lucky, beautiful Pachira aquatica, and it's variegated. I'm obsessed with this. I'm just babying it, so it's in the grow tent for now. I want it to grow full and bushy, and I'm finding that the leaves are growing nice and big and kind of just like muscular. Compared to the other leaves, they look buff, but that's why I'm keeping it in there, and I'm hoping for more variegation too because the light in there is just that much brighter. There's a lot more negative space, so to speak, in the variegation with the white, and I like that. There's a new leaf coming right there. Number 2 is this Philodendron Florida Beauty. I love this plant so much, and it keeps showing up in all of my favorites because, well, it is definitely one of my favorite plants, like up there. This time it's number 2, but you'll definitely see why number 1 is number 1. But let's just take a moment and admire these beautifully variegated leaves. See, it really depends on the light, so you don't want this to revert, and I think providing ample light is really key in keeping the variegation beautiful. Number 1. I mean, right? It is just gorgeous. I didn't even know that Jose Buonos can do that. Number 1. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Number 1. Right? It is just so beautiful. I love the variations of green in the variegation. So beautiful. I don't think I need to say anything else. No words needed. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me as I showed you my 10 favorite houseplants right now. These plants are really
knocking my socks off.
So I hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Please throw me a bone and give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my plant videos, come plant shopping with me. Hit that subscribe button. I can't wait to see you in the next video. I just don't want to miss you too much. So if you could show me some love in the comments and I'll meet you there. Bye.
Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove. Yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the hoops. Yeah, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Ocean in between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something about you, baby, that makes me feel complete. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Keep coming back for